Hello there, Leo. Welcome to your 3-card reading for the month of April. April, we are in the sign of Aries for the first few weeks, so it's a good time for Leos. Fire signs, getting along well with fire signs. Mercury is back to normal, but we have up until the 16th of April for the post-retrograde phase, which just means now you're integrating and learning, implementing whatever lessons came up in March during the retrograde. So Mercury was retrograde in Pisces. Pisces, it doesn't really oppose you. It doesn't really go well with you. It's sort of like a grind, kind of. It's not either or for Leos. You might have found things a little bit more dreamy, spacey, foggy, harder to get clear. You might not have minded. It all depends on you, but definitely that Mercury in Pisces put everybody in an altered sort of state of mind, and whatever came out of that for you, maybe hopefully some insight. Now you're implementing it. Alrighty, so we're going to burn our sage first of all. So if you have any, you're welcome to burn it along with us. Imagine the smoke is going all around you, purifying and cleansing, asking Archangel Michael to remove anything in, on, or around us no longer for our highest good. Take that all to the light. We're going to cleanse the cards as well. Okay, Leo, so here we go. 3 cards. Your first card is 5 of Wands. Second card, 8 of Cups. Third card, 4 of Swords. All right. So the 5 of Wands is actually a Leo card in this deck, the Thoth deck. It is Saturn in Leo, which means the Leo side of us is restricted in Saturn. Saturn in Leo is somebody, if they have it in their birth chart, where they need to learn how to be a Leo. Their life lesson is to shine, but they don't know how to shine usually. Or they're trying to dominate instead of radiate. So they go to extremes. So we have to ask ourselves with the 5 of Wands, are there too many cooks in the kitchen? Are there too many people's egos at stake? Is there too much pride? Is someone trying to dominate the situation? Are you feeling dominated? Are you feeling restricted, that you can't be yourself? You can't bring forth who you are for whatever reason. The conditions are not conducive, or you're not. There's no room for you. So there's conflict you start off with this month, unfortunately. Now the 8 of Cups here. I said Wands. Sorry. 8 of Cups. Now this card, as you see, it's pretty dark. The cups are empty. The water's dark. This card is called Indolence. And this card is another Saturn card. So this is sort of heavy starting off this month. Saturn and Pisces. Now, Saturn and Pisces are very different lessons. So Pisces, we've just mentioned to you with Mercury, qualities, dreamy and flowy and intuitive and creative, and feels like we're all one and there's no separation between me and you and the clouds and the squirrels. Everything is all part of it, everything. Now Saturn in Pisces doesn't know that. Saturn in Pisces needs to learn that. So what do they do instead? Usually they categorize things, they're skeptical, they don't trust themselves enough, and they feel quite depressed or apathetic because they're blocking a certain flow and a certain unity or bond that's actually there. So what they need to do then is to trust their inner guidance, and they need to have compassion, and it starts with yourself. Now, because you're going on the heels of a conflict, it looks to me that the conflict has brought up a lot of disappointment, and you might be thinking of giving something up or walking away. You just had it, and you might be right. It might be at that point. Thing is, you have the Four of Swords following that, and as you can see, Jupiter in Libra, lots of activity, lots of mental activity, lots of talking. The swords together here say truce. So again, it's interesting because you might be this close to walking away, throwing in the towel, giving up. And it would sort of suggest things coming back to the table and talking. The feeling I get overall for you, Leo, is that it might be not so much a matter of you might find that something is resolvable. You might just find that you need to go through a bit of that letting go, whatever that depression is, disappointment of what you thought things were or what you were trying so hard to do. You might have to you might be a bit depressed to sort of see the truth of who some people are and aren't. And that can be depressing. But as we said, Saturn in Pisces, you'll accept people, have compassion for why they might be doing this. Compassion for yourself as to why you might need to pull back, walk away, not give as much as you did, or change your course. And then you can come back to the drawing table with the same people perhaps and find some solutions with the Truce card. So that's sort of a rough month, isn't it, emotionally? But something good does come out of that. When you end off with the Truce card, try not to despair too much. That even if the truce is just that you more clearly let something go, but you do it with grace, you say goodbye, you exit gracefully, or you state your position or your stance in a diplomatic way. It's a Libra card. You know, things end off either resolvable or they end peacefully. So it's not, if it were to end on the 8 of Cups, it would be walking away and feeling depressed with no resolution, which is worse. If it ends on the 4 of Swords, there's resolution and you walk away feeling like everybody, like things were fair and things were done respectfully or gracefully. So overall, a little bit of a wave to go through, but I feel a necessary letting go. It should be overall a cleansing kind of thing for you. So if you need my help at all with a reading and you'd like to look deeper into a situation, you can reach me at river-rain.com or clairvoyant medium Catherine Allen on Facebook. I wish you a good month.